There's a strange beauty to a rainy night. The smell of wet concrete, the washed out greenery, the shimmering reflections of city lights reflected in the water. Everything seems more alive. But what if on a night like this, someone follows you? Someone not human at all.
Ghost Signal. This is the story of Ethan Walker, a 24-year-old who had just moved from New York City to Seattle for a new job. The slow, rainy lifestyle of Seattle was not at all to Ethan's liking, but he was ambitious, enthusiastic, and willing to endure anything to advance his career. His office was located on Upper Fifth Avenue, and as the deadline loomed, Ethan often left work well before his usual time. Sometimes he was the last person to leave the building. That night, it was raining, the kind of rain that made the city disappear underwater. Ethan finished his work, picked up his laptop, and stepped outside. The streets were empty. No Ubers, no buses, just rain. He stood under a small awning, hoping the storm would die down. Then suddenly, the raindrops stopped hitting his head. He looked up. The umbrella. He took the hand of the tall, silent man standing next to him. Ethan smiled. "Thanks, buddy. That's really kind of you." The man didn't respond. He just stood there, not moving. Ethan tried again. "Thank you very much. You don't meet many people like you." After a few seconds of silence, the man finally spoke. "I'm just a traveler. Yesterday, I met another person. Today, I met you. Tomorrow, I'll meet another." The voice was hoarse, distant. Ethan laughed, frightened. Maybe the man was a little out of sorts, or homeless, maybe innocent. So Ethan turned and started walking toward Pine Street, hoping to catch a cab a few blocks away. But the rain wouldn't stop. As he walked, he began to notice something. Restless footsteps, not just his own. There was another pair behind him, tumbling. He turned around. No one. He jerked the car into gear and sped up. His apartment on Fort Capitol Hill was nearby, and he just wanted to crash when he finally got home. He found the place empty. His roommate, Jason, had gone out of town to visit family in California. Ethan took a quick shower, lay down, and tried to sleep. But the storm was relentless. The wind howled. The window panes rattled like bones. The thunder was so loud, it felt like the sky was going to burst. And then, cold. He got up to get water. As soon as his feet hit the floor, wet. The floor got wet. In surprise, he checked the window. The window was slightly open, letting in the rain. He went upstairs to close the door. As soon as he reached out, a hand on the glass, he froze. 6th floor. Who could be outside? He jumped up, heart pounding. But when he looked again, the hand was gone. Suddenly, the light went out. He grabbed his phone. Dead. No battery. Although it had been on charge all evening. Then, a crash from the kitchen. He ran, but saw a broken glass bottle on the floor and a black cat staring at him. From the corner, he exhaled. Just a storm. Just a cat. Just his imagination. He cleaned up the mess and came back to his room. And just then, he saw him, standing in the corner. Silence, wet from head to toe, tipping. The same man from the umbrella. Lightning flashed. At that moment, Ethan saw his face, Skin, pale blue. Lifeless eyes, motionless body. Ethan froze. He couldn't scream. He couldn't move. The man whispered, "I just wanted to help. Why did this happen to me?" Then he lunged forward, his face twisted, horrible. His body began to swell, as if something inside him was expanding. Suddenly, water poured into the house. Water poured from the walls, the floor, the ceiling. Ethan couldn't breathe. He was drowning in his own apartment. Everything went black. The next morning, Jason came home. He found Ethan lying on the floor, cold and unconscious. When he shook him, water came out of Ethan's mouth, as if he had been pulled from the bottom of a lake. Later, Ethan told Jason everything. Every horrible detail. He said he had a dream. No, a dream. He had seen the man's last moments. It was a rainy night, just like this one. The man was trying to get home from work late. He saw a woman getting into a car, her scarf caught in the door. As he ran to warn her, she stepped into an open sewer drain, a deep, deadly hole hidden in floodwater. He drowned, alone, unnoticed. When Ethan asked at his office in downtown Seattle, an elderly store clerk told him, a few years ago, yes, a man fell into a flooded sewer drain during a rainstorm. They never found his body. That was all Ethan needed to hear. He booked a flight to New York the next morning and never looked back. To this day, whenever it rains, Ethan still shivers. Not from the cold, but from the memory.